Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week, what week is it these days? Gosh, week 93, day 3. So today, of course, we got Brown Guild War Day. Got the Titan Hero class, which if you're just starting out, really great hero class to pick up. It's one that you could run for quite some time. It's really well rounded. His barrier on Brown, has Enrage, has mana accumulation, has a bunch of immunities. There's a lot of things that you can end up utilizing. Great hero class, a lot of good synergies too, a lot of good giants out there, like the half, or the doubling giants, as well as some of the HP synergies, and plus that new troop that ended up coming in, which is also a early game skull spammer. Good one, the one that's in the glory for right now. But yeah, pretty great hero class, definitely make sure to go and at least do the free battles. Not really worth spending gems on it, but still great to get as much EXP as you possibly can for it, as it's pretty important to get to level 70 and 100. Most importantly, 40, so you can get barrier, but 40, 70, and 100, it gets a pretty massive power increase for every single one of those categories. Excuse me. But anyways, we'll start off with Guild Wars, finish up Tower of Doom, and then probably mess with the class event and whatever else. If I'm not mistaken, I did actually get enough copies off our offer stay. We got really lucky and got the 3 giant offer. So it's kind of pointless to do Arena today because even though we have completed that out, I believe Arena's drop table doesn't reset until the day after, so it is still possible for us to get the really bad drop rate. And by really bad drop rate, I mean still be able to get copies of this guy when we already have a max. So probably not worth doing Arena since about half our drops are going to be that anyways, and we already have a max, so kind of pointless. So we'll probably skip on Arena today, since probably 1 or 2 of our 3 drops will just end up being a pet that we're not going to buy, since we already just maxed them, and I'm pretty sure the drop table doesn't reset until every reset day. I'm not sure if it retroactively resets automatically, but I'm pretty sure it's done based on the reset day. And since we didn't have that max prior to reset day, since we just got the copies of it today to finally finish it out, probably not worth doing until tomorrow at the earliest. But there we go. We got the giant pet max for max giant bonus. Pretty nice. We now have Stormheim done for its objective. It's the reason why we were seeing that in the middle there. Because we have the objective as of on Monday to upgrade, assuming you have it max stars, to upgrade 3 Stormheim pets to 20. And that is all 3 you can, because this is actually a literally impossible troop to get the max. We've never had an event for it, and they only handed out 1 copy to everyone. So it is quite literally impossible to have this pet max. So these other 3 can be. It's the faction one, the giant one that we just had yesterday, as well as we just maxed now, and the penguin, which I believe was in the very first batch of pets that ever came out. Actually, yes, it's actually literally the first pet we ever got. First pet. We even named it First Pet. But yeah, this was the very, very first pet when pets first released that we actually ever obtained, oddly enough. But he's been out for a while, so a lot of people probably have him max. Unless you started recently. In which case, all the pets are pretty much equally not maxed. But he's been out for a while. Anyways, hello Defiant, hello Mister, hello Daddy Shark, hello Tyrion, hello, hello Defiant, hello Barbara. Hello. Let's see. Also, gosh, your guild is scouted that far forward. Why are people going so deep? I understanding buying like 20 or 30,000 worth in order to get the scrolls, because some people would like near infinite gems, kind of want to just go get all the dooms. But I don't understand the point of using all of them. Like, even if you did, and a lot of people in your guild were, like the payout that you get back is what, 500 gems? Yeah, it's 500 gems, and that's assuming you get first. But, oh no, that doesn't seem worth it. To go like 20,000 gems or something, just to buy these scrolls. They come out to what, 133 each? So let's see, you need like what? To max out all of them if you're missing a bunch. Let's say about 200. That's like 3.5 of those weapons. Let's say you needed 200. Or let's say 210 because it's divisible by 3. So if you take 210 and divide it by 3, and then times that by 500, that comes out to 35,000 gems. Are people actually spending that much to go that deep? I feel like people are spending a bit less than that. 35,000 gems sounds like a lot. Though that theoretically would be enough to max every single weapon of a color, assuming you already had some to begin with. Oh yeah, thank you, Defiant. Oh yeah, Fall Guys was a lot of fun earlier today. I'm not sure if we'll be doing another stream before Halloween. Hopefully they get the next patch out soon. Because they're probably not doing another patch till like November or December. Let's see. Speaking of patches, Puzzle Quest 3 is getting a patch next week. Soon TM. So they even said it on the forum, soon TM. Let's see. Oh, so hello Isabel. Hello who Vanessa hello to. Hello Ricardo. Hello Sushi Ninja. Hello Fahad. Hello Crisp. Hello Imperial. Hello Stevo. And hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, some people might still do it for fun. Though it would get to a point where it's not fun. Though if you had that much potions, wouldn't it just be like auto wipe? Like if you bought to like 10,000 plus gems worth, you're pretty much already at the point where you're just auto wiping literally every battle you do in Tower of Doom. Because you still get power potions for this once you do Tier 7. Don't you? Yeah, power potion. So you're just gonna have so many stats. Like you buy that 20 times, that's what? 140 all stats. That's a lot of stats. And that's on top of the whatever you have here numerically. Which if your guild was going super, super deep would also be kind of high. Possibly in the 50s. But anyways, so let's go and do Guild Wars. That's the main objective we need to go and worry about. Don't worry about Tower of Doom and all the other things. So it looks like we won the first day, the second day, and apparently today. That's a good sign. How are we in 5th then? Probably because we don't have our battles in. Yep, that would explain it. Because we're literally more points than them with like 3 whole less people doing their battles. Actually, pretty much 4 whole less people doing their battles. Yeah, we're still ahead. So that's a good sign. Are they ahead? Oh, but they're below us though. That would have been an even better sign if they were ahead of us and we were that far ahead. I think we're still in 2nd place right now. It doesn't look like we're in 2nd place, but we're actually in 2nd place. I am pretty sure. Especially based on where we were placed when we were looking at it yesterday. Because we were in 2nd, I believe. Pretty sure we're 2nd. It was either 3rd or 2nd. But how many points we had. So I'm pretty sure we're in 2nd place right now, all things considered. Because once we do our battles, that shoots up to 1 person striking distance. And then even with a few people missing, we still are pretty much in striking distance then. Also, apparently our team only won once today. What is with our Weaver team just going insane? I know Weaver is ridiculously good, but it did it way above average this week. Went for 6 wins out of 11, which isn't that bad. It's above 50%. I'll take it this late in the game. You generally don't get percents that good for your defend teams unless they just really pop off. But yeah, if you haven't gotten Weaver yet, it's still only 2,000 diamonds. I know there isn't too many ways to really expedite that process. I'm pretty sure most of you are already aware of it by now. But Weaver, due to the weird situation that they had at the beginning of this month, is half price right now. So if you haven't picked up 1, or even 2, potentially, probably worth doing so, since he is now only 2,000. Oh, also, I forgot. This troop, if I'm not mistaken, is actually not exclusive to this week. I keep forgetting that too. Though I would still be cautious and pretend it's exclusive this week, so still get it this week if you need it. But if I'm not mistaken, they're actually keeping it around for like a week or 2. I think it's going all the way till next Vault event as well. But I need to go double check the exact date for next Monday video, assuming it's still around. But yeah, I believe it's actually staying in the Soul Forge for a couple weeks. So if you're if you don't have it all the way, like if you don't have enough diamonds yet, you might still be able to get it. I'll need to double check the exact date. Yeah, they said 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think we've gotten an official date yet though, which is kind of weird because it's pretty important to know. But yeah, I forgot. This isn't actually the last week that it will be available. If you happen to not have enough diamonds, you will still be able to get into the future for like another week or 2. But still be saving those diamonds and start accumulating them. I'm not sure if it's going to last enough time to go into the next Vault event though. I sure hope it does. Because next Vault event's on November 5th. That would have to be a while though. I'm not even sure if 3 weeks reaches that. Yeah, even if they did do 3 weeks, that actually 3 weeks would reach. Yeah, if they do it for 3, it better be for 3 weeks then. Because 3 weeks actually would be long enough. 1 week, 2 week. Actually, yeah, 3 weeks would be. 2 weeks wouldn't, but 3 weeks would. So hopefully they do decide to make it 3 weeks. We'll have more info on that later. Anyways, it's Brown Guild War Day. Let's go to Brown Guild War. So, Guild War Brown, Guild War Brown, Guild War Brown. Where on earth are you, Guild War Brown? So, as far as a team, oh yeah, we're still using this weird team. Honestly, I still like this team. I know it's a bit underwhelming, especially with the rare. I just love using it, though. I am a huge fan of this team. I kind of want to go Seasons. Do we have Mana Start? We have it for Knights. I'm tempted to just go all in on Season. go 3 seasons. Because this game doesn't know how to count to 4 seasons. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go 4 season. Standard Titan. I should say Enraged Titan. Actually, I think we're running Thunderbolt Titan, right? Pretty sure we're running Thunderbolt Titan. You know you have a strong build for Titan when you're running the Thunderbolt. Straight down the line. The classic Thunderbolt build for Titan. Not sure if it even has a proper name. I just call it Thunderbolt because it makes like a little squiggly line across the entire thing. It's the best melee build for Titan. A little squiggly line. That makes a Thunderbolt. Let's see. What do we need here? He's gonna do a convert there that I'm not happy with, and I cannot stop in any way, shape, or form, which is kind of bad. Though he left me 5 times brown, so I guess we're redeemed. Well, there's nothing we could do to counter that when he did that. I'm tempted to cast this, however, it has no alignment whatsoever, so kind of pointless too. I guess we'll just go for Mountain Crusher. Alright, with that out of the way, let's go and convert purple to yellow. Green to skull. So that's basically nothing. The Vault event's on November 5th. We already know when the next Vault event is. They might have not announced it themselves, but it's in the spoiler thingy thing. On Terran's World and probably other locations. Well, we know that the next Vault event's on November 5th. And if they did it for 3 weeks, that would go into the Vault event. And that's relevant because you can technically infinite farm diamonds during a Vault event. It's not the most efficient way to technically accumulate diamonds, but it's the only way you could technically infinitely farm them. At least to any effectiveness. Oh, come on. We're even frozen on green. That's kind of bad here. I'm actually going to have to take this because even if I use Mountain Crusher, it's not going to explode the area that I need it to. In that particular instance. There we go. Okay, Wild Queen's unfrozen. We can now win. Oh, no. Don't miss. Don't win again. Don't miss against an infinite loop team. What are you doing? That's a great way to instantly die. Just miss against infinite loop. Let's see. I'll take that over. Actually, infinite loop was the only thing that killed us yesterday, right? I think we only lost once. And the only thing we lost to was loop. Pretty much that exact same team, if not that exact same team. The only annoying thing is every single guild sets it for a different day. Because there's no day that has to technically be used. So sometimes you'll get super unlucky and fight like 6 different guilds that are all running the infinite loop team. The easiest way to hard counter it is set your hero class to Frost Mage. But some teams don't really want to run Frost Mage on it. This is one of them that wouldn't really want to run it. He is double in power. I wonder if they will ever put a limitation where you can only use 1 in power on a team. I don't feel like they would. But it almost seems like something they would eventually do. In Puzzle Quest 3, they ended up balancing stuff like that by making sure you can't use more of one of the same spell. Well, that's a slightly different kind of situation for Gems of War. It's still kind of a similar situation. Oh, sorry, what was the poll? Someone was mentioning that earlier. Sorry, I kind of glossed over it. Also, hello, Jacob. Also, hello, Cookie Veteran. Say hi. Do a poll on who has or will buy Weaver. I assume that's everyone. What's the reason? What's the argument for not getting Weaver? I don't know. What's I don't know. Is that worth polling? Like, what's the argument for not crafting Weaver at 50% off? Let's say you're never going to ever use Weaver a single time ever. You still need it for kingdom upgrading purposes, and it's cheaper than it's ever going to be. I don't see the reasoning behind not getting Weaver. Because even if you plan on using Weaver literally 0 times, you still need to get Weaver eventually. So getting it for 50% less kind of makes sense. Regardless of if you plan on using it or not. Also, are we just about to get infinited? I think we just got infinited 2 days in a row. Why must we face every single guild that runs infinite? There's such a high chance of not finding this team on any given day. And we keep finding it on every single day. Please miss. Please stop hitting. Let us get like 1 wild queen or at least his cast down or something. Oh gosh, our whole team is silenced. The AI actually knew to silence each individual troop. Oh no. Does it always do that? I don't even pay attention to it that often. On if it actually is smart enough to individually target every single one. What's our game plan here? I guess we kind of have to take Skull. I don't think we have a choice in that matter. Biggest issue here is our whole team is silenced. And we have no follow-up here because there's no Skull. Where's the most likely location we can either extra turn or pull a Skull off of 3 skulls just randomly falling down? Well, I don't think there's any higher chance of any location specifically doing 3. So we definitely want to aim for extra turn. We could try for triple red or triple green. And honestly, that seems like our best bet. RNG, go. I got a red. I got 1 of the 3 reds we needed. Oh, he took a Skull. We got cleansed. We can make this work. It's not over. Oh, it's over. It was almost not over. Okay. We have Skull Storm active. That makes it more likely we could pull triple Skull out of nowhere somehow. Okay, we got a cleanse. Unfortunately, the thing that got cleansed is 0 mana. Which doesn't help us much. He just took green. I think we are dead. Plan. Is there one? Do we just accept the death of Infinite Loop? Let's see. What's our highest chance of extra turning? There really isn't one. I can't even try for Skull off Sky. I'm gonna try for a weird maneuver here. I did not get it. And he got Skulls. Into double kill. Oh, good old Infinite Loop. You've killed us 2 days in a row. I'm about to throw Frost Mage at every single one of these teams I ever see soon. If we lose to this team one more time. I will throw a Frost Mage on literally every team. Even if we have to build our whole team just around Frost Mage just to counter this team. We're about to start doing it if we lose to this team one more time. Let's see. Okay, so we did the Leprechaun to get things rolling. Luckily, we have alignment. We're not going to get extra turn from this, but I need the mana. And now we should win. Because we just do that. Hero's already dead. See, why couldn't this happen the previous turn? Notice how we're winning. And like auto 1 within seconds. That's what it's supposed to do every time. We're even frozen and it's still infinited through it. Our team, that is. That is so unfortunate. We lost to the same team 2 days in a row. That was a really solid score for a loss, though. 8,116. Still very unfortunate. Still ahead of them, though. We still have 1 whole person difference, yet we still have, like, over 23,000 more than them. Despite being 1 whole less person in points. But yeah, 1 more person does our battles, and boom, we're in 2nd place right now. I'm not sure if we're in 1st place, but we're 100% in 2nd place. So it looks like we're on track to get back to bracket 5, which is nice. But, yeah, back to bracket 5 we go. What else did I miss in chat? I was focusing on Guild Wars. Apparently not enough. We lost to Infinite Loop. You're deciding to do it? Do what? You currently have it crafted. Or you haven't crafted it. You don't have enough diamonds currently, but you have you're short 4 mythics. Wait, you only need 4 mythics more? And you don't have Weaver yet? Did I misread that? Let's see. No, there was never a Vault weekend probably intended for midweek. There's probably just a placeholder or something. Because they've never done a midweek Vault event like that. But no, next Vault event should be on November 5th. Which is the exact interval of which was away from the previous Vault event. It's the most likely time for it to occur. Not only that, but it literally confirmed in the files. But even if we didn't see the update confirming it, we kind of already knew, because that's just general interval in which Vault events are apart from each other. I haven't mentioned when we had the previous Vault event. That's probably the day after my birthday, because that's the exact interval away from it. Let's see. You just got your first 5 wins on Guild War offense. Nice, for the first time. Congrats. Yeah, we haven't gotten a flawless Guild War week in so long. And we already lost twice. Though we lost twice to the exact same team so far. We lost to Infinite Goblin Loop 2 times. Where's our score? But yeah, 5-0, 4-1, 4-1. Both the 2 losses were to Infinite Goblin Loop. It's the only thing we've lost to this week. It's the exact same. Oh, actually, I don't think it was the same Infinite Goblin Loop, but you know, it's the variance of Infinite Goblin Loop. It's been meta for like what, 2 or 3 years now? I know in the 2019 video thing we were going to mention it. Was it this one? No, that's not the right one. It was this one. This wasn't the one that we were facing. They were using an Empower version. But if you're not using an Empower version, this is generally what you go for. It's Toad Squeezer, so you have Impervious, so you can't be frozen or anything like that on first slot, or Entangled. You have Norbert's Turnip, which is the main thing that puts this weapon, this team together. You get it during Zacian events if you don't already have it. But it basically boosts based on goblins, and if you're using Thief Hero class, that also counts as a goblin. String Filler is that thing that keeps spamming Silence, which obviously is very devastating if it gets a lead. It also creates Greenstorm at the start, which helps you get Gob Truffle going. Also, this is in the correct order. You generally want Gob Truffle, I think, in front of your String Filler, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously King Gob Truffle, if they're not already silenced, will do Disease. So if they're not silenced yet, they'll be getting less mana accumulation, so that they can be silenced in time. And he just does full AoE and does a bunch of mana spam onto pretty much the entire team except for Toad Squeezer, who's going to be the first dead anyways, even if he does go down. And then, of course, Thief Hero class also has like infinite resummon capabilities as per usual, which also just makes things all chaotic. We didn't see that trigger today though, oddly enough. But he has 7% instant kill, so if you die, there's a chance you just randomly die and then auto lose, because a double kill is so devastating in Guild Wars. But it also has like a billion ways to resummon, which I'm really surprised we didn't see any of that happen today, despite being up against 2 infinite teams. I wonder if they even bothered setting it. Because normally when you're up against the Thief Hero class, you're going to see like 5 summons during the battle, between the Bandit summon as well as the Hierophant. Because I believe Hierophant's 20% on cast if they have it set. Oh yeah, if it's brown or yellow Guild War Day, you actually can get away with 4 Gob Chompers. I almost forgot about that. The other way to counter it is just use Frost Mage on any given day. But yeah, if it's brown or yellow Guild War, you could just do 4 Gob Chomper and kill it that way. It has Empower with a 50% chance to devour goblins, and I believe it's like double damage against goblins if it doesn't get the instant kill off of Devour. What's your opinion on the upcoming campaign Mythic? I haven't looked at it yet. And knowing how they've been lately, it's probably going to get reworked before it even comes out. But no, have I looked at it? I think I may have looked at it. I don't remember. I know the second I read it, I'll know if I've looked at it already. We'll go peek at it real quick. It's coming out on a busy day as well. That's the day Animal Crossing DLC comes out, which I am so absurdly hyped for. It's also the day after our birthday. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for troops. Also, if I'm not mistaken, we're getting... Something else has happened that week. Is it a faction? What else has happened that weekend? I know something else important is happening that weekend. I'm pretty sure it's a new faction. I am pretty sure it's a new faction. Oh, it can't be. That's the new faction. Wait, what was coming out on the 5th then, other than the Mythic? Or was it the Mythic that was the thing? But anyways, as far as the Mythic... Let's go take a peek at it. Oh yeah, I don't think I have looked at this troop yet. It's a Zacian Mythic. That I knew. But I don't think I looked at the troop itself. I just looked at it was Zacian. So that means, without even reading any further, it has automatic extra turn. Confirmed. Because it's a Zacian Goblin. 100% of them have extra turn on cast. So we already know this guy's broken beyond belief. But it's a Flaming Onu. He is a mythic from Zhejian. He's a Daemon Goblin. He summons, he's a green, red, brown. Only 20 mana costs? What on earth is his ability if he has extra turn with 20 mana costs? Summon 3 random goblins. Then explode magic +1 green gems. Then gain an extra turn. So basically he's Iron Gut, but better. Basically. He's basically just better Iron Gut. I mean, not Iron Gut, I mean, what's that one legend called? That one useless legend. Actually completely forget his name now. Goblin King, I believe it is. He's been like dead content for all of existence. I think he got rebalanced and was like somewhat okay one patch, but basically has never really been used because they finally gave him extra turn. He didn't used to have extra turn, but yeah, remove all gems of chosen color, gain a bunch of life, boosted by that, and then summon a random goblin, gain extra turn. So basically it's just better Goblin King, which is a pretty low bar, but still better. But yeah, summon 3 random goblins, then explode magic +1 green gems, gain an extra turn. So mass summon with basically Leprechaun explode with auto extra turn on it though. His final trait is convert 2 red gems to burning gems. Wait, what? Is that the next power gem for next season? It would kind of have to be, wouldn't it? We don't know what burning gems do. Though based on the description, I assume when you take it, they'll either create red gems and or burn the enemy when taken. Maybe even Fairy Fire, who knows? Fairy Fire, imagine if it burned and Fairy Fire, that would actually be pretty strong. I don't know, it depends what Fire Gems does on if this is any good. Obviously, they're red-related gems for matching. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Yeah, we're getting those stars 2 seasons from now, I believe. But next season might be burning gems then. But I'm not sure exactly what burning gems would do. If it both burns and fairy fires a random enemy, it might not be bad. If all it does is burn a random enemy, yeah, they're probably going to be a little underwhelming. Though if it burns all enemies for taking a single one, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, if it's only burn random enemy and not burn fairy fire random enemy, it's probably going to be bad. But if it's both burn fairy fire random enemy, burning gems would actually be pretty strong. Especially be able to create 2 like that. Because after like 6 of them, you probably burn fairy fire the entire opposing team. Which if you had another way of doing so, applying them to the board, it probably wouldn't be that bad. Also, he does it every single time when his turn begins. So if he had a good board clear, like himself, you're pretty much going to be getting it constantly. But I don't know, we'll have to see if it's both burn fairy fire or just burn. If it's only burn, it's very underwhelming. If it's burn fairy fire, he might actually be good. I'm not sure how many instances you would use them in though, because generally you don't really use summoners. Summoners are very situational. Though he does have a guarantee 3 summon, which is kind of interesting. There are very few things that have that. But he has a 100% chance to summon 3 units. Meaning if your whole team died except for him, he could just summon a whole new team. He doesn't have stealthy though. So you could just target him out and like one shot with Zugoff or whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see wildcard gems in Gems of War. It's a mechanic that they haven't used since Puzzle Quest. Because not even Puzzle Quest 3 has it, oddly enough. Puzzle Quest 1 and 2 had it. I felt like it was really annoying to use in Puzzle Quest 1. Puzzle Quest 2 it wasn't as bad. And Puzzle Quest 3 doesn't even have it, nor does Gems of War, but Gems of War will be getting it soon. Okay, let's go clear out these. And then we'll probably mess with the class event, get our little bit of gems from that, since we're not going to bother with Arena today. Oh, also we need to finish Tower of Doom, I almost forgot to. I should probably do Tower of Doom next. I think we have like literally 2 battles to do, because we didn't have that one Valraven that escaped. Because the rest just gets fireballed or heroisms. I think all we have to do at this point is fireball, do a battle, fireball, do a battle, then use heroism or something like that. Actually, I think we have to fireball and heroism the final floor because there's one other room that you have to do. Because when you use a heroism on a floor, it just auto-completes the floor. It does not complete every single side room. So if there's a viable side room that you need to take, you have to actually do it or fireball it. Because it doesn't claim all the rooms for the floor, it only specifically clears out the floor. But if there's an important side room that you want, you have to specifically go do that side room. Otherwise, it will not give you the loot for that side room. Okay, so let's go do that, exactly that. Not with seasons, though. With our little bit of magic. Actually, then again, with the team that we're using, wouldn't seasons technically not be horrible? Oh, it doesn't matter. With how much this team auto kills, I really don't think it's going to matter what honor of our medals are. Let's see. Gosh, we're scouted to 120. That's pretty insane. I'm pretty sure there's some guilds scouted to like 500 or something. So the question was not November Mythic, but Campaign Mythic, due to due out December 20th. Oh, I didn't realize that was the one you were mentioning. I'll go look at it later then. That one's still a while away. But then again, we theoretically will be able to see it in-game next week. So I'll probably just go over it on Monday then. Because whatever it says in-game on Monday is likely what's going to be final. Whereas whatever it says in the spoiler thing might not necessarily be what's going to be. But once we can visibly see it on Monday, we'll go give our opinion on it. Plus it'll be easier to go over since it's literally in-game. Let's see. So here we just need to take 23 for the 3. Wait, we have to actually do this room, right? No. Let's double check fireballs. Hold up. What's our fireball route right now? I'm pretty sure we fireball everything except final rooms, right? Because we're at 23, 24, 25. 23, we throw a fireball at 3. 24, we throw a fireball at 3. And then 25, we fireball the 5 and then heroism the floor. Meaning the only 2 fights we actually have to do right now is the final room of 23 and the final room of 24. Which means all we do is fireball 3, and then do the final rooms for both. So we fireball this. That should be an unlock. And then we do this. And then we only have to do 2 battles then. So hello Bushka, hello Gem God DS, welcome, welcome. If nothing else, as far as wild cards are, or not wild card, but as far as power gems are concerned, at least nothing can ever be as bad as Lycanthropy. They started so bad that honestly every power gem's gonna look amazing in comparison, even if they're kind of average, just because of how annoying Lycanthropy was. Oh, what am I doing? We already won. Never mind, I lied. I assumed that would be enough damage. I did not calculate it out though. Apparently the answer was not. That's close though, it was like 23 damage off. Alright, so we fireball 3 again, right? Yes, we fireball 3. Oh, that's the 2. I can't tell numbers. It's not even like the Roman numeral one either, it's literally 2 and 3 little marks. Let's see. Though I do know all the Roman numeral, or not all, but most of them. I used to know all of them back in the day. And then we do this room, and this is actually the final fight. Because all we have to do next floor is fireball into heroism. I think we fireball 4 and then heroism the floor. So this is actually the last fight we have to do for Tower of Doom. For full completion. Which is obviously going to be a cakewalk because this team just demolishes everything. It has like no hard counter. It's not efficient to use for PvP though. Though you theoretically could if you really wanted to. You normally use it for upscaling situations though. So what am I doing? I might as well just go for insta-kill here. I do want to get one more cash just to make sure we have enough to kill out the Doom. There we go. And that's match. We're done with Doom. Because all we have to do now is floor 25. Do keep in mind you do have to do floor 25. But I mean it's over because we don't actually have to do any more battles. Because we just throw Fireball at 5. And now we throw Heroism at the final thing. And we have now completed Doom, which is why I said it was over. But the reason you do up to 25 is this is the very last room that gives you the scroll, the scroll that ends up upgrading all the Doom weapons. This is the very last one that does. Every floor from 26 onward does not give you the scroll. It's the reason why you stop at 25, or when that says 26, you know you've gone far enough. But 25 is the last room that has it. But there we go. We have now completed Tower of Doom. And apparently so has pretty much my entire guild. Because anyone at 37 is like perfect tied. Also, someone skipped their powers. How could you? You can tell if they've done their powers because they should be at 16. So you skipped one power and you skipped all of the powers, Jeff. Also, I'm not sure why some people have like an extra +1. Maybe they accidentally did the wrong room or something. Or maybe they took one of the magic rooms. I'm not sure. Though we don't scout the magic rooms as the guild, so they would have no way of knowing which one the magic room is. Oh, wait, we have a spot open? I thought we filled that. Hold up. We have a spot open in our guild? If anyone wants to join the guild, if you could do 2 million gold per week and do all related tasks, or, just standard, leaderboard stuff, like the basic, like, tier 3s and stuff like that. Whatever we normally do on stream, basically that, up to, like, tier 3. It's not that much for the guild events. But if you could do 2 million plus gold per week and level 1,000 plus, we do have one spot left, let me know. Or I'll also particularly let Isabel know, because she'll probably get you in. But, also, they're starting to get a gap on trophies, but gosh, they're starting to become a really big gap in both directions. They have a gap of like 90,000 above us. However, our gap above the one below us is actually starting to get pretty large. We're 290,000 above, basically. That is starting to get very high. Oh yeah, we took the luck scroll because it's 2 Doom kills. That's really only relevant for getting leaderboard. We still take it though. Which is kind of funny because I don't actually do all of my battles. Yeah, I still take all the luck scrolls. It's mostly just to make sure we have a little bit more points, if nothing else. It's definitely not required. There's some that you could technically skip on. Theoretically, the only ones you'd really want to take is Fireball, Heroism, and Unlock. Though you do generally want to grab a few more to help your guild, particularly Power, Luck, and, well, Haste helps yourself. Well, technically everything. But, I'd probably say Haste is the most optional. Because the amount of payout that it really gives, it feels so underwhelming. But then again, if you really break it down, Haste is basically just a weaker Luck. Because it moves you closer to getting another Doom kill. Which gives you one more of the little Doom thingies. Because this gives you 2 of the Doom thingies. And by that, I mean like the actual points. And those points are used for 2 things. It's used to get you to stage 12 if your guild hasn't reached already. And it's what determines this leaderboard, the Dooms defeated. A single luck gives you 2 Dooms defeated, simply for taking the luck. But anyways, let's go hand out a code. And then we'll go do the class event. So let's go grab a code from our magical code section of wonderful codes. Also, I need to go ask for more codes. Should probably go contact Kafka soon. They're probably going to be busy patching Puzzle Quest 3 next week. Okay, I'm looking for where on earth to put this. I'm looking for... let's see. Put it right over here. Put it over there. Also, if anyone knows any graphical artists, let me know. I might have work for them. If anyone knows anyone that does graphic arts. Let's see. I think I found someone, but I'm still pressing around for something. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Also, someone actually sent me a voice actor the other day. It was kind of funny. I think they might have misunderstood because I said I don't need voice acting. Because there's no way I'm getting any voice acting. Like, absolute most, we're getting, like, maybe, like, 1 line for when you, like, select the character, them saying their name or something. But probably not even that. Because I know a lot of games just end up doing a sound effect for it. I know, what's his name ended up doing? Actually, almost all of them ended up doing. I can't think of, like, a single one that didn't. That actually did, like, a voice line for it. Most things try to avoid voice lines. But anyways, whatever your invite code says is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just cut paste random numbers and letters starting with JH. And it gives same order as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. and only usable on PC mobile version of the game. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated as always. Anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Let me know. Otherwise, the rest of the time, I guess we'll go clear out the class event. I'll probably call it a wrap after that. Alright, so class event, of course, we got going on is Titan. We're actually going to use a real team for once, which is surprising because you guys, you probably know by now that I almost always just go with like a weapon with triple spam. Because more often than not, that's probably the most viable way. And even in this particular situation, it's probably the most viable way as well. However, this is a rare exception where I will use a natural team. Just because I'm actually a huge fan of this team. It's almost never worth using. However, this is like the one instance where it's like not horrifically bad to go use it. So we're going to use it since this is like the only time we're realistically ever going to use this team these days. But this team's kind of interesting because it has one really specific aspect to it that is unique to this exact team or other kind of similar builds from this kingdom. And that is, this is the highest HP of any team you can ever have, as you can kind of tell by our like 200 plus starting HPs. But yeah, this is the highest HP you can ever have. And if we go change our medals to HP, you can see how ridiculously high it is. These might seem a little bit lower just because we don't have HP set right now. But if I go to change over to just pure HP, just for the sake of doing it, you can see how ridiculously high it is. But this is the highest HP you can actually pretty much ever have. Actually, I almost want to screenshot it just to see how high stats are in the current state of the game. But yeah, this has definitely gotten higher. I remember when this team like barely broke like 100 HP. And now it almost breaks 250 on hero with 20%. Yeah, let's go screenshot those numbers. This is starting HP. But yeah, it has high starting HP in the entire game. Obviously, it has no real way to effectively gain a lot more HP over the course of the battle. As far as starting HP is concerned, it's the highest in the entire game. It does slowly get a little bit more HP, but not at a rate that's substantial. That's the main gimmick of this team. And the fact that it's not horrible. Just not also. It's also just not that great. That's kind of average. It gets the job done. It kills the enemy team in a time frame that isn't completely glacially slow. But also isn't as optimally quick as it possibly could be. Also, do we need this pal? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Might still grab it for the food, we'll see. I do not want a treasure hunt. No. That is not the mode I meant to click on. Also, that consumes a map every time you use it. Good thing maps don't matter. We could accidentally use 100 maps, and I don't think we're going to care even to the slightest degree. Also, can I stop clicking on the wrong menu constantly? There we go. I will eventually click on the right menu. I have no problem for the code, everyone. Yeah, it's only usable on PC mobile version of the game, unfortunately. No console versions. It's still kind of weird how their console versions are all independently on their own. I don't know, once I start releasing games, I don't feel like I'm ever going to release on console. At absolute most, I might try to do a Switch port. Just because Switch is kind of interesting for indie games. As far as what can potentially happen on the platform with it. But, I don't know, I really don't see the point in porting it over to consoles. So much extra work and money. A treasure hunt stream? No. Eventually. We actually will do a treasure hunt stream whenever treasure hunts are finally not useless. If they ever make treasure hunt not useless, you know, like an actual update that affects treasure hunts, we might actually do it. But until that day, it is not happening. Let's see. We'll take that over there. Alright, let's go take the yellow down. Kill the Valraven because it's Valraven. And losing a Valraven is literally worth 10 gems in this mode. Which is not as big of a fault as it would be in other modes, but hey, we're here for the gems. Kill it with fire. Kill everything with fire. And that reminds me, what do we have going on tomorrow? I almost completely forget. Isn't it Bounty Hunter? Yeah, it's Bounty Hunter because we're getting 20 stars all carry tomorrow. I forgot to mention that in the Monday video. I knew it was a thing too, I just completely forgot to mention it. But yeah, tomorrow's pretty relevant because of 20 stars all carry. Assuming you own literally everything from Zolkari and, you know, have all the other requirements. It is 20 starable as of tomorrow due to the bounty troop that gets added. This is more relevant than a normal 20 star because it's a magic-based 20 star. If I'm not mistaken, it is the only magic-based kingdom that currently does not have 20 star, right? Because the other ones are, I'm in the wrong menu. The other ones are Silverglade. Oh, no, Silverglade doesn't either. My bad. But not counting Silverglade. Ignore Silverglade's existence. But Kakarot has it already. Blade of Lance has it already. And Darkstone has it already. So, yeah, it's the second to last one. Zolkari will have it, which means the only Magic Kingdom that doesn't have 20 star then would end up being the New Kingdom, because the New Kingdom's almost guaranteed going to have Magic. And Silverglade. I never realized Silverglade was so low. Power 14? What happened to more Silverglade troops? That's really low. Why is that so ridiculously low? Like, what's Cinemirage? Isn't Cinemirage at, like, 13? Wow, it's almost the lowest starred kingdom in the game. Silverglade it is. It makes sense that this one would be because it was the last one ever added. I never realized Silverglade was that low stars. Come on, any more Silverglade options, gosh. But every Magic Kingdom as of tomorrow will have 20 star except for Silverglade. Since Zolkari's finally getting it. Anyways, let's finish out this event. Wait, is it shield? Oh, why? It's literally an elemental kingdom. How is it not magic? That makes 0 sense. I think it might just be a placeholder. There's no way they're going to do armor. I guess they just really don't want to give us more magic. Which kind of makes sense. It's a really broken stat. Because if they had a magic kingdom, that's like an extra +3 magic in no time. Which obviously is a lot of magic. Even 1 magic's pretty substantial. But every new kingdom's theoretically 4 total magic potential. Though realistically 3, because that one final one, literally no one has, I'm pretty sure, with the current economy of the game. Also, I was expecting that to kill something. Not literally nothing. Hey, we actually got a burn kill. The arrow burns a random enemy on extra turn. It's a pretty bad burn just because there's so many better burners in the game. At one point, Yarrow was not horrible for burning. These days, you're never going to be using him for that purpose. Even earlier on in the game, just better options. If anyone else has any other questions, anyone want me to go over anything I missed, let me know. Because once we finish this out, we'll probably call it a wrap for the night. And then tomorrow we'll have the Bounty Hunter. I'm not sure if we'll do a morning stream tomorrow. I'll probably throw it in. Probably closer to noon though. And do like 2 hours of Bounty Hunter, which might be enough to finish Bounty Hunter. Oh no, we've been getting really quick at Bounty Hunter lately. Probably because stats keep getting higher, especially since we get 1 more magic tomorrow as well, which isn't a lot, but it adds up over time. Though we don't have any of the season bonuses though, because there's no season going on right now, so we don't have any bonuses from that. I almost keep forgetting about that too. Like, you might think it's a small amount of stats, but it really starts to add up near the end of the season. Because you're getting, like, what? Like 40, 50 total extra stats due to the season passing at near the end of it. And even the free side gets it, of course, too. It's one of those small things that you kind of forget about. Because now that there's currently no season going on, we literally have 0 additional stats from it. Because there's never any additional ones during the in-between time of seasons. Which isn't too big a deal. But it does make a slight difference in some situations. Because obviously it makes some of the game modes a bit quicker if you have slightly more stats. Which isn't a huge difference, but is a factor. That's weird. Why did it not go away? That was weird. There was a moment there where it wasn't actually disappearing, even though I was clicking. Yeah, this used to be a really good team. It's still a good, usable team. It's just not, like, particularly meta. Like, it never stopped being good. It's just worse than other stuff. There's just so many things that are way more broken than this. This is, like, ideally what every kingdom would have. There are so few kingdoms that actually have, like, a combination like this, though. That's completely kingdom-based. It's a mechanic I wish every kingdom had, but for whatever reason, Stormheim's one of the only few kingdoms that viably has a team that can be composed out of the kingdom itself. It might actually have one of the strongest, if not the strongest, in-kingdom combinations. As in a team that can be used without using any troop that is not from the kingdom. Using purely just what's from the kingdom itself. It's probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest combinations of any kingdom. And I really wish more kingdoms were viable in that regard. Because I feel like as we keep getting more and more options, a lot of kingdoms just don't have synergy within themselves. Relative to whatever the meta is. Whereas this team can technically keep up with the meta. It's not like super over the top compared to like infinite loops. But it still gets the job done. Like we could bring this into PvP, it would function. It wouldn't be the best thing out there, but it would function. So much so, we're even going to go do that. Only one battle, though. And then we'll probably immediately lose, because we're going to fight, like, some kind of ultra meta. As long as we don't get frozen, this team should be fine. It suffers from get frozen auto-lose syndrome. Oh, there's 25 gems. Let's see if our tribute beats the amount of gems we literally just got. 25 on top of 25, that's funny. Why even do the class event when we can click one button for the exact same amount of gems within seconds? Oh no, class events is a weird one. But yeah, we could literally click one button to get 25 gems like we just did. Of course you can only do that once per hour, but still. Literally one button is the 25 gem button. Though I think average these days is 21 this late in the game. Anyways, let's do one PvP battle to end it out with. Not that. Let's see, where is the team we just used? Where is the team I just used? Nope, that's not it. I'll catch you later, Defiant. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let's go through a Dawnbringer now. Oh, I forgot to take blue first. Whoops. Though I guess it didn't matter because we still land extra turn off the little thing. We'll throw down a Ural. I missed. That's a huge miss. Luckily, he also missed. Fortunately, nothing has full mana. Okay, Dawnbringer down. See, we won. We won against the new troop. They're burning, so we get triple damage on them. Throw another Dawnbringer for the barriers. Yeah, see, this team functions. It's not the best thing out there. But it gets the job done. No deaths as well. I was about to say, is Deathmark gonna jinx that immediately? Yeah, see, it gets the job done. It's not the strongest thing to be using in PvP, but it functions. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I miss this team. This is like a classic. It's not like one of the first ever teams that existed, but this has existed for what, 4 years now? Even though the game's been going on for 7. But, like, since Hindla has existed, this team has been a thing, pretty much. Like, since Titan class has existed and Hindla has existed, I believe Hindla came after Titan. Whichever one came later, this team has been viable. I believe Dawnbringer was available around that time, too. They kind of all, like, aligned within, like, the same half-year to year kind of period. And then the team became a thing. It was never, like, the true meta, though. Because it has a lot of durability, but its damage is kind of underwhelming. Like, it's not bad. But, compared to things that have existed, it's just kind of, slightly above average. But anyways, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, as we do every single night. We will also be around noon tomorrow, probably for about 2 hours or so, just to mess around with Bounty Hunter, as we do have a Bounty Hunter event coming in with a Zolcarry troop. This is pretty relevant if you have a lot of Zolcarry upgrades, as this will be a permanent magic bonus. So if you're within striking distance of power 20, it's probably worth looking into prioritizing some of the things that can get you to 20. If you're within close enough striking distance to get there, as if you have both the 2 mythics, the one that came out at the beginning of this month, as well as the Arachnian Weaver, that is basically almost free in Soulforge, not literally free, but you know, it's pretty cheap. But if you happen to have all the requirements to get 20 star, it will be 20 star ball tomorrow for a permanent extra magic bonus. And even now, it'll be able to get 10 star a bit easier having another troop for it this Friday. But yeah, we'll be messing around with that. I can't remember if the troop is viable or not. I'm not going to bother looking up right now. Whatever it is probably just going in last slot and just doing nothing because we're just going to go pure into Chukraki build. I'm pretty sure. Actually, we'll go look at it real quick. Might as well. We're already on the screen. What on earth does this troop do? So here's the troop that comes in tomorrow. It does the following. I don't think it was anything relevant. I'm pretty sure I peeked at it earlier at some point. I don't remember it, so I assume it was bad. Oh, what does it do? It's a Devour. Oh, it might have Devour. 12 mana cost. Drain up to 8 mana from an enemy. There's a 4% chance to devour them for each skull on the board. That's actually not horrible, though not consistent enough to really be too viable. Let's say in theory there's an average of 5 skulls always on the board. It has a 24% chance to devour as a rare. Within the context of Bounty Hunter. Oh no, that's kind of actually pretty underwhelming. Though it does have mana drain on top of it, I guess. Yeah, it's still pretty underwhelming though. Though it does have Snare Stalker combo, which is like Web Spinner, but for double damage instead of triple damage. Which is kind of relevant because if it gets to Devour, it gets to hit double damage off that steal of the HP. I don't think I would use it up front though, even though technically this build, or you know, it's kind of kit would want it to be used up front. The reason being is it would block us on Brown for Tukaraki, and we did not want our Tukaraki Brown to be blocked. So yeah, it's just going to last slot to be useless. It's technically usable if we ever get like a really big skull meta for that for Bounty Hunter. However, skull meta is not really a thing. If this Glory Troop was available in Bounty Hunter, we'd be having a different conversation. If this was like a Bounty Troop, but it's not, so we can't. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, we'll be messing with Bounty tomorrow then. Around noon as well as tomorrow night. Same time as we always do. Anyways, guys, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your week. Best of luck with the Bounty event. And I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.